is taking care of your health, because uh, after 30s, your health is like tumbling down. Yes, yes. Uh, and I thought it was a myth, but it's not. It is a reality. But enjoy your party, enjoy your life, enjoy your moments.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I decided to restart to work out last year. Girls, I'm feeling so old if I compare with you. But some of you know my age, so that will be a mystery right now. I don't say my age right now. I wouldn't say, but I am more than 30. That's you can check my bird's color. You can realize that. But I'm happy to make exercise almost every day. That led me to take a better life quality, quality of life. So I'm happy. That's a kind of achievement for me, because for me it's hard to make exercise in a routine. So I'm happy to achieve this. Let me see. I forgot to mention, Lillian. I work in IT field as well. I'm a software developer since pandemic, and I've been working for the same company for almost 4 years. A company based at the south of Brazil, a fintech payment company. And yeah, I'm so happy to working there related to my the stuff that I work, but of course, all of us are here because we have some goals in our career, in our lives, and one of goals I have is to work in a international project, and try to earn in a strong currency, so something like this. And yeah, so let's start with the topic, girls. Lurian, could you enjoy this time with the begin?
Yes, yes. So, congrats, Osvaldo, because take care of our health is really important, and I'm trying to do this too. And I know after 30s is something like change for sure. So that's it. The question number one: if you trusted yourself more, how would your personal relationships evolve? I always believe that the first thing about a relationship is about you, about who you are, about what you want, about your personality. And if I know more about myself, for example, the things I like or the things I don't like, the things I approve or not, I accept or not, because I think in the beginning, in the beginning of our lives, we need to do a lot of tests. Tests about what we like. We like this or that. And in my opinion, this is totally normal. It's a experience field. You need to understand. But after, I think we have a period in our life that we are in a limbo, like in a place that you know what you like, but you try to pleasure someone, you don't trust a lot about yourself because you want to you don't want to say no, okay. And after, I think is the last stage of this, when you trust more, I think you can maybe be deep in your relations. You can focus more about what you like, about what you are for this. You are doing for this. So, in my opinion, all my relations nowadays, I can count like once I remember that Yanka said, "Oh, I have a lot of friends like that." I have a lot of friends, but for sure I have friends that I can trust, more about the things I believe, about what I trust myself about that, and I can share with this because it's a deep friendship. So I think this is how friendships relationships and overall can evolve. That's it.
You are
Osvaldo,
muted.
muted.
I'm muted. I'm sorry. I said it's always hard to answer after Lurian's answer. It's always hard to answer because she used to answer almost everything. I agree totally with you, Lurian. It's 100%.
I told you. Let me just in the end all the time. I'm kidding.
No, I like to start the questions with you as well. And Bianca, I don't know how you can answer this after Lurian.
Luria is blood-minding.
Yeah, I agree.
It's awesome. Thank you very much, Luria. But in my case, I feel that I was trained to please everyone since I was born, like to do what other people's to don't bother other people actually. Yes, to please everyone. Sometimes to make the others happier than me, I guess. Like to be accepted too. I was trained to do this, to be always polite, to be always sympathetic, to be always a good person. And sometimes I had to pass through myself to do this for a long time, I guess. So, and this didn't help me to trust myself and to be myself, I guess. I guess, yes. So if I trust more myself, maybe I could be happier. I could live my dreams and not the others' dreams, like my mom dreams, for example. I think that until today, I'm living my mom's dreams, not my dreams, to be honest. So maybe I could be happier, I could be more authentic, less anxious, because I think that I have to fit in some places that I don't like, that I wouldn't like to fit. I don't like some place that I have to go, that I'm obligated to go. So I think that if I trust myself and if I trust what I like to do, and if I trust, not if I trust, but if I face the challenge to disagree with my mom or disagree with people that I really admire, I could be happier. I could be myself, I guess. This year, I hope that I can be more myself and challenge more these others' idea, my mom's idea or my boss' ideas, and leave more my ideas, I guess. Is this?
Well, in my opinion, you are a sympathetic person, and I really like to have a relationship with you. So I like to talk to you about anything. So I'm sure you are doing a good job, you know. I'm sure that maybe you referred about your past. I'm something like this. And that's something I would say, girls. If I trusted myself more, especially in the past, I would be able to build um, resilience earlier. I would be able to foster resilience. I put in the chat its meaning. Currently, I developed my foster resilience. But if I started before, I would do in a better career position. I took better decisions. I would took better decisions. Of course, all of us have our time to improve in our lives, but yeah, I'm not a. Let me search, girls. I need to search. Give a moment, please. I'm not a complaint about this, right? I'm just to point some aspects in my life that could be better if I would take if I took better decisions in the past. Yeah, that's it. And how about you, Lilian?
About me, I think I don't have so many problems with my family or friends about trust myself. However, I have a bigger problem at work because I'm in charge of provide KPIs and things to make decisions. And when I have pressure, I'm under pressure. Even if I did my best job, I don't trust I often don't trust myself. I don't know how to deal the pressure properly. Yes, I've been doing therapy since 2022, but until now, I haven't realized how can I improve this. But about trust myself, I think it is 100% related with my job because I know that I'm a good professional. I know that I have uh, a great knowledge about my area, but I don't know how to deal with like rude people. And when they ask me something and they answer a bunch of questions, even if I have already explained the questions.
That I consider this is a processing, right? So something that I try in this case is try to track my progress about this, right? For example, you could put in a spreadsheet what kind of situations you feel more pressured and score it. And in the next situation that you will pass through the same situation, you can evaluate yourself and take some notes. How was your feeling about this? That's a kind of approach that I like to do to track my progress in any aspects in my life, right? I don't know if I could pass the idea for you, but that's something that I do about this. I do therapy like you for since last year. Yeah, regularly since last year. I did in the past when I had a big personal problem. I have two children about my first relationship, and in the end of that relationship, it was so hard for me because my children had they were so younger, you know. My youngest one was about 6 months old, you know, so it was a hard time to me. I had to search and search help, you know, to find help because it was hard. And that's something that I learned by the time, you know. That was 10 years ago. No, more than 10 years. 12 years ago, I guess, 11 years ago, something like this. And yeah, that's it. Let's move on, girls. It's your turn, Yanka, please.
Okay. How would your interaction change if you had developed strong personal boundaries early? Early, I don't know. I don't know. I can't imagine like the past relationships or interactions that I had. But recently I received some critiques about my personal boundaries. A girl from my job called me boazinha, and my boss said to me that I had to criar casca, or I create bark. Bark, I don't know if it is casca, but yeah, Google
I
Translator
got him.
said
Got him.
So I had to do this, that I'm too boazinha and I have to criar casca, and that I try to be too diplomatic. And I should be a bad person, when someone passed through my boundaries, I should reply this in a biggest level. Like if someone hits you, you have to hit 2 times harder. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to be this person,
It's hard.
I don't know. I don't know. I always try to find justice. I try to find justice. I don't like to be a bad person with other person. I don't know how to do that. And these days I lost a huge opportunity at my job because I tried to be diplomatic for a long time, for 1 year more or less, and this person always passed through my boundaries, and I was trying to be diplomatic and buzzing and so on, disrespecting me, and I couldn't be a bad person. So I lost this opportunity. Now I am sad because of this, but until now I don't know how to be a bad person, to be honest. I don't know what I could have done differently. To me, it's that person's problem. I know that she won, but it's a problem, that person's problem. It's his problem, not my problem to be like that. And I don't agree that the world prefer people like that, a person that it's unfair, I guess.
I
I
got you.
don't want to be unfair, but I have to. Do I have to be unfair? Do I have to be unfair? It's that, yeah. I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know as well.
Yeah, it's that.
I understood you. I think if I passed the same situation, I would act the same way you acted, you know. The only thing I can tell you is if the other part is wrong and you feel this way, you can just to defend yourself, something like this, you know, not to attack them, you know. I'm a kindest person. I don't like to attack anyone. The only thing I do is to avoid that situation or the person, you know, something, just it. But it's hard. It's hard. This kind of situation in workplace, it's hard to deal. I know this. And about you, Lurian?
Guys, I was thinking a lot of things that I can share here, but just one thing all the time came in my mind. But okay, Yanka said about the way she was maybe trained in a coach, okay, to be all her life. And I remember I had a little problem with fights in a public. I don't like to quebra barraco. I don't think we have an English word for this. Always for me, it was so ashamed, like how you can do this in front of others, like scream, like this kind of things. Oh, and I feel that I was trained to try to accept if someone is scream with me, someone like yellow at me, and I have this about justice too, like oh my god, the things need to be fair. I cannot accept that. So, but in the other hand, I really like to be like I said, I like to be like a patient person. I'm a easy going person, like I think this is about my personality. I don't care about a lot of things. I'm not a systematic person, and I live with a systematic person. My partner is totally a systematic one, and I don't care about a lot of things. Like can do this hour or this hour. I don't have a lot of problems with this, but I really try to be more patient about everything. And I was on vacation and I was proud about me, okay, guys? I was on vacation and in the beach, and we are like playing volleyball at the beach. Perfect. And since the ball was mine, I felt like responsible for it. But after, a lot of kids and teenagers, oh, can we play together? Can we play together? We are playing. Suddenly, the ball was far because someone kicked the ball like far, and it
Mm-hmm.
was me that went there to take it. I just found the worst woman in the world because I was there and she said, "You are wrong." And I said, "What I did to you?" And actually, I used this tone of voice. "What I did to you? You are wrong to be here." "I'm wrong. What I did to you? Really? Tell me." And I didn't increase my. Oh, I was so proud of myself. And she was yelling at me like a lot. "You cannot play at the beach." And I just look like, man, like, look, all people are playing here. This is a beach. "No, you cannot do this. You are wrong." And I said, "Why you are doing this with me?" But people around me was worried because she was really like in a bad mood.
Mm-hmm.
And I was totally calm. And after a friend of mine, she was telling this story for someone else, and she said, "Thanks God it was Lurian, no, this Buddha," because because if it was like someone else, guys, even my partner, he's like, he's French, he's speaking English, and he's speaking really better Portuguese now. He said to me, "Luria, I was angry with this woman. I was saying to her that she cannot speak with you like that." But in the end, I said, "But why you are increasing your voice? Why you change?" And the woman just said this to me, "Because it's the way I speak." And when I'm trying to imitate like this, imagine like she's speaking like louder. So I was living in the middle of something, and all my life to express my idea, to defend myself, because I don't like to take any injustice for home to home, like something that I should have done. But at the same time, I don't want to be the person who is like so quebra-barraco, you know. So I think I'm developing like this personality now, and I like it. I like it. But maybe in the past, instead of yelling back to the persons, maybe I could develop more like and be more free about what I think, because I don't like the sensation of when after that you just I don't know the word for this in English, remoendo, like thinking over and over about the situation. "Oh, I yell with someone, like I scream like that. So I prefer to be in peace. That's it.
Wow, Lurian, congrats for that. If I would be in your position, I would fight with her for sure. For me, it's impossible to manage this situation the way that you did. It's
Yes,
hard.
but just one point here, in this beach in specifically, like we could play football, volleyball, fresco ball, okay. But after we saw another beach that we cannot do this. There is a
Mm,
sign around you are not allowed to play
mm,
sports with ball. But because it's a short space for sand, like it's not
mm-hmm.
so big, so maybe you can injure someone. So maybe she was talking about that. Now I think it's about that. Maybe she was saying I was wrong because I was playing in a beach, but that beach we
Mm.
could play. But anyway, just to
Maybe
clarify.
maybe she was misunderstood the situation, right? In the environment.
Yes, but I don't think you can talk with people like that. It was the
You're
first
right.
time,
You're right.
and
But it's hard to do this in this situation, you know?
yes. But anyway, she's like a amargurada person.
Yeah, for
Karine
sure.
person. I think
For
it's
sure.
pessoa amargurada.
Okay. Yeah. Congrats, Luri, again, but it's so hard. And 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 about you, Lilian.
I think I feel almost the same. It is like I mix them, Bianca and Lurian, but I'm like Lurian. I'm a calm person, and it is not easy because sometimes I would like to be different than I am. Because sometimes I think I don't speak up when something bothers me. Because I don't like I don't like fight. Uh, for me, it is not easy, even when I'm right, when I'm correct. I don't feel comfortable when I need to explain my point of view or to prove that I'm right. For example, January definitely is not my month because I have already had two difficult situations when was with the club that uh, I I subscribed on a club last year. I paid 900 reais, but last year I had a health problem and I stopped. And this year they wanted to charge me more 900 reais,
Oh my
and
goodness.
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Uh,
they had to evaluate your participation last year before to offer a business for you.
Yeah, and I asked my husband, "Hey, fight with them because I can't." And the other one was with my pet because I booked a pet hotel for her because I went to Porto de Galinhas. Uh, yes, the sea that had some problems, but I went there. And the pet, they didn't answer me for 24 hours. 24 hours, and they were with my pet.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness.
yeah. And yeah, I needed to ask my sister, hey, you need to rescue Mia because I don't know if she's alive right now. They like mess up my trip, my travel. But I didn't fight with them because I don't have enough courage to do it. So I needed more braver nowadays because I'm I'm calm and I don't have enough strength to fight.
So in this case, you call your husband to fight for you.
Yes, but sometimes he acts in a way that I don't approve because it's like he loses his reason. I don't know if he
I got you. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
and I need to
Balance
hey,
this.
don't do that.
Okay, I got you. No, I'm not this person. No, about the looting example, for example, just to be clear. Okay. I think it's my time. If I had established healthy boundaries before in my life, I would be in peace earlier, because today I'm this kind of person. I'm in peace all the time because I set strong boundaries for my personal and my career. Um, and that situation I mentioned before related my first relationship where I had my two children. Uh, I've learned as early pass through a situation, you will mature better, because only I can say this, only who live this situation can explain and can deal with these hard situations. I remember I felt like I was losing a part of my body when I was away from my children. It was so strange. It's hard to explain this, but I feel like I lose my leg, for example, something like this. And I did some therapy and take some medicine by the time to control myself by the time. But I learned how to deal with big losing. I don't know, big losing, something like this. And when my grandparents passed away in 1.5 years ago, I was prepared to pass through this situation if I wouldn't leave my personal situations before. Yeah, I think I could summarize my idea. Yeah, that's it. So, Lily, I think it's your turn. The next one, could you uh, start for us?
Yes, if you feel insecure in a social situation, are you likely to withdraw or engage more? I think I have already answered this question with the previous question, but I step back. I don't like to challenge myself. It is always that I do.
I got you. And how about you, Ianca, please? Or if you like to change the question, feel free.
Okay. In this one, it depends if I am obligated, forced to be in this situation, in this social situation. I force myself to be in there for enough time, then I leave. For example, I hate Congress, academic Congress, that everyone is in there counting how many papers you published, how well succeed you are, and you have to have that small talks with people that you don't like, but you are obligated to be in there. Confra da firma também, I hate that. So when I am obligated to be in that place, I count like I'm gonna be here for 1 hour, then I'm gonna leave. Then I keep counting like I'm gonna leave soon. But if I want to be in that place, I try to engage more. For example, if I have to meet my boyfriend's family, it's a social situation that it's difficult, but I want to be there. So I'm gonna try to engage. I'm gonna, try to give my best in that situation, but because I want to be there, not because I'm obligated to be there. So depends on the situation.
Yeah, I can say I try always to engage, even if I'm not sure if I want to be there, just because unfortunately, to be in society, sometimes we have to accept some bad stuffs, and unfortunately, I think like to be honest, about workplace especially, I don't like how the people how can I explain this? Puxa saco. I don't know how to explain this in English, but I can't. For me, it's hard to see the people, for example, that work in a specific department and try to how can I say, meter o bedelho in the other parts. That's common in a workplace, unfortunately. And the most sad thing about this, I think, the leaders used to like this kind of people. They like of I need to search this in English. Flatter, bajular, flatter. Flatter. Okay. The people used to flatter, and the leaders, some of them like this. They don't say they like, but they act this way, you know. That's the hardest part. But it's the part of life, unfortunately, as I mentioned. So we just have to follow the rules. And how about you, Luria?
Guys, I think in the most of time I'm like you, Osvaldo. I engage more because I try to. If I decided to go, I try to engage more. Like Yanka said about, oh, I decide to stay there like 1 hour and leave. I totally agree with this decision, but I just do this if it's something about professional, like something about my job, something that I need to be there, like a avatar, just to make an example. But there are other situations that even if I need to be there, I don't go, like for example, funerals. I really cannot handle this. So I know sometimes it's important, and someone close to you, but I just say I cannot. So in this situation, I prefer, even I try, like I cannot try. And I think it's about my choice too, because like I really don't like, but also what I'm up to accept, in my life. But if I am in a place, I am in this social situation, I try to engage more. But I think so my boundaries here, my limit is before to decide to be in this situation or not. Like funeral, always I will say no. But if I decide, I try to engage more. And other funny, this one is funny because I don't like pagode, sertanejo, like this kind of. But my friends, they love, So sometimes they celebrate birthdays in this kind of places, or they invite me, and it's okay, I can listen to this kind of music. I can even dance. It's, I'm drinking something. I try to engage more because of my friends, my family, but or because of the songs, the music I really don't like. So I think my decision is when I decide to go or not. So if I decide to go, for sure I will be there and I try to engage. That's it.
Yeah. About funeral and another stuff that I really don't like, I feel like I have to do this, For example, my grandparents' situations. Of course, it's hard, but I stayed with them almost during the hospital period they lived in there, because they got sick and blah blah blah. And I decided to do this because in my mind, that's something that I really I had to do. It's not, I didn't have option, I didn't have a choice. I had to do this. Yeah, just a note about this. And Lilian, about you?
The question 4? Sorry.
Oh, all of us answered.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was my fault. I asked to everyone join us. I think we don't have time to uh, start a new question. And I'd like to listen you, Tainá. How was the conversation in another room? We talked about a lot of situations. It was a kind of therapy here. And how was in another room?
It was like a therapy, like you said. We have a good conversation, and especially how to handle the conflicts between the relationships. And so, yes, it's so interesting because if you want to have friends or partner, you're going to facing the conflicts and you need to handle with your feelings just in it.
Even in workplace, right? We have to handle this.
Exactly, workplace, yeah.
Thank you so much. And for you, Aparecida?
Oh, it was a great conversation. We talk a lot about the relationships, about the fears. We talking a point about the competition between women, and it's so important we think about this and be more friendship between us because we are incentivizing in our society to be uh, uh, enemies, I believe, but we not are in general.
Unfortunately, we don't have time, but I have a question for you, girls. Polemic question. Why do you fight a lot between women? Why the reason? Because the men, this stuff don't used to happen. I used to talk with my wife this. There are specific reason.
I believe yes, I have.
Yeah. Comparison.
Oh, okay.
It's jealousy. I think it's like we learn it since we are younger how to be perfect, and when you see someone like is perfect than you or is better than you, so and I think it's we need to change this look most of time because we are trained for this.
Yes,
Oh, I got you.
We are trained to be like this because, of course, for our society, our organization, it's better we fight all the time. Not interesting for our society, we be together.
Yeah, and about men, they was trained to be strong and to pay the bills, the most of case. So the concern about men is to work, yeah, something like this. They don't use it to look deeply about another man. Do you know what I mean? I
Yes,
don't know
yes,
the
I
reasons that
understand.
we have this difference, you know. That's okay. Just a curiosity. Thank you so much, girls. The time was over. I hope you enjoy, and I hope to see my Thursday immersion as well. And yeah, that's it. Have a good day, girls. Bye bye.
Bye. Good day.